What if your poverty isn't an economic condition, but a spiritual one? You feel that resistance, that hesitation. You think it's you being cautious. It is not. It is a shadow, a vibration fed by collective fear. Napoleon Hill called them ghosts. These ghosts haunt the space between you and your desires. By the end of this video, you will not just face your fear. You will learn how to spiritually exorcise the ghost of poverty from your mind, permanently. Let's talk about that number. That figure you check, perhaps secretly, the one in your bank account. You look at it and you feel, what? A tightening, a sense of lack. You blame the market, the economy, your boss, the system. You look everywhere outside for the reason, but you're looking in the wrong place. The physical world is only a mirror, reflecting what your inner world has already assumed to be true. Your account isn't empty because of the economy. It's empty because your consciousness is being haunted. It's a shadow play, a projection of an inner state you've accepted as final. You are not lacking resources. You are harboring phantoms. These are not external entities. They are moods, assumptions, habitual inner dialogues that have taken on a life of their own, operating as distinct personalities within your own powerful imagination. They are the unseen tenants living in the mansion of your mind, charging you rent, and you are paying it with your abundance. This realization is the first key. It's not about fighting the world. It's about cleaning the house, the inner house. These are not the ghosts of fiction. They are far more real. They are the ghosts of, I am not enough. The specter of, it's not possible for me. The phantom of, what if I lose it all? These mental intruders are the true architects of your lack. They are operant powers, powers that you, yourself, have given life to. How? Through feeling. Through the consistent habitual feeling of doubt. You have fed them. You have nourished them with your attention, and now they dictate the terms of your reality. Your bank account is simply the physical evidence of their residency. It is the bill they leave on your table every morning. They are subtle. They don't announce themselves with chains. Oh no, they whisper. They sound just like your own voice. They sound reasonable. They sound logical. Be realistic, they say. Don't take that risk. It's safer to stay small. They are the unseen forces directing the puppet show of your financial life. And you are the power source they are draining. What does this haunting feel like? It feels like waking up with a knot in your stomach. It feels like looking at someone else's success and feeling a pang of jealousy. That jealousy is the ghost telling you, that is for them, not for you. It feels like the inability to make a decision. It feels like procrastination, that hesitation, that I'll do it tomorrow. That is the ghost holding your hand, walking you away from the very action that would set you free. This is not just bad luck. It is a state, a self-selected, self-maintained state of consciousness. You have assumed the feeling of lack so often that it has become your new home. You are living inside the assumption of scarcity, and these ghosts, they are simply the roommates that come with that territory. They are the symptoms of a deeper vibrational misalignment. You are an infinite power, pretending to be finite. You are the I am, identifying with the I am not. This internal conflict is the energy they feast upon. The greatest trick these phantoms ever pulled was convincing you they were you, or worse, convincing you they were the way the world works. They point to the news. They point to statistics. They point to your past failures. They build a case file against your own divinity. They are excellent lawyers, arguing for your limitation. And the mind, the logical mind, it agrees. It nods. It says, yes, that makes sense. But your soul knows better. Your inner being, the I am, is screaming, no. This is the conflict. This is the war within. You are living a life based on evidence provided by the very thieves who are stealing your inheritance. You've mistaken the shadow for the object. You've mistaken the echo for the voice. The economy is not the cause. It is the collective manifestation of everyone's ghosts. But you don't have to participate in that mass hallucination. You have the power of selection. You can choose a new reality. But first, you must see the ghosts for what they are. So, you feel it now, don't you? The recognition, the sense that you've been duped, not by others, but by your own unexamined assumptions. This is the great work. Napoleon Hill spent a lifetime analyzing this battle. He didn't just talk about money. He talked about the consciousness of money. He talked about the unseen forces that sabotage success. He identified them. He named them. He called them the 6 ghosts of fear. And seeing your bank account haunted isn't the curse. It's the invitation. It's the symptom telling you where the disease is. It's the smoke, pointing you to the fire. You are standing at the doorway of your own liberation. But to exorcise a ghost, you must first face it. You must name it. And while Hill found 6, there is one master phantom. That holds the key to all the others. That is what changes everything. So, Hill pulled back the curtain. He gave names to the shadows that manipulate your inner world. 6 of them. 6 primary moods that crystallize into mental demons. The fear of criticism, the fear of ill health, the fear of the loss of love, the fear of old age, the fear of death, and the one that rules them all, the one that sits on the throne of the subconscious mind, the fear of poverty. These are not just anxieties. You must understand this. They are states. They are vibrational frequencies you tune into. They are conscious assumptions that, once accepted, become your master. They are the architects of a self-imposed prison. Most people live and die serving these 6 masters, never realizing they are the ones who hired them. They are the operant powers that run on the fuel of your own diverted belief, your own magnificent I am consciousness misapplied. They are the static that drowns out the signal of your true desire, and you have been listening to that static, believing it was the music. But let's not be mistaken. These 6 are not equals. There is a hierarchy in this inner hell. There is a king, and the king is the fear of poverty. This is the master ghost. It is the deepest, most primal, most insidious of them all. It is the root from which the others often grow. Why? Because it is the direct negation of your divine inheritance. Your natural state is abundance. Your nature is I am. The fear of poverty is the assumption of I am not. It is the cancer of the imagination. It doesn't just suggest you might lack. It creates a feeling state where you are lack. It is a cold, heavy blanket that smothers the fire of your definite chief aim. It is the voice that says, it is not your place. This phantom is the most devastating because it attacks the very foundation of your power, your right to claim your desire. It is the ultimate no to the universe's infinite yes. How does this master ghost control your life? It is the master of later. It is the god of tomorrow. It is the very essence of procrastination. That project you know will make you wealthy. This ghost whispers, you're not ready. Wait, that negotiation where you should ask for double? This ghost tightens your throat and says, be grateful for what you have. It's the force that makes you accept less than you deserve. And worse, it makes you believe you deserve less. It paralyzes your will. It poisons your decisions. It makes you choose the safe path, the small path, the path that guarantees mediocrity, all under the guise of being sensible or practical. It is the subtle assassin of human potential. It drains your operant power by convincing you that you have no power to operate. It is the architect of the just getting by reality. It is the assumption of survival when you were built for dominion. It is the worst of all fears because it is a fear of life itself. Money, in your world, is life energy. It is freedom. It is choice. It is the physical counterpart to creative power. To fear poverty is to fear being powerless. And to feel powerless is to deny your very nature as I am. This ghost makes you a beggar in your own kingdom. It forces you to look to the outside for permission to create, for permission to receive. It makes you a slave to circumstance, a reactor instead of a creator. You wait for the economy to get better. You wait for the big break. You wait for someone to save you. You wait. And while you wait, the ghost solidifies your state of waiting, and your reality mirrors it perfectly. You are already that which you seek. But this ghost builds a wall of fog between you and your assumption, and you call that fog reality. This phantom is the source of all indecision. It is the paralysis of the will. It's the mental fog that prevents you from defining what you want and claiming it with the full conviction of your being. This is its primary weapon, keeping you in a state of ambiguity. Because in ambiguity, it decides. Your indecision is its invitation to rule. You think you're just thinking it over, but you are actively feeding this phantom. You are giving it the keys to your kingdom. And this ghost, it doesn't work alone. Oh no, it is well guarded. The other 5 fears, They are its loyal soldiers. They are the guardians at the gate protecting their king, and that is the secret to its power. This is the diagnosis. This is the map of your inner prison. That master ghost, the fear of poverty, is a king, and kings are never left unguarded. The other 5 fears: criticism, ill health, loss of love, old age, and death. They are not your primary problem. They are the guardians of your primary problem. They are the loyal sentinels posted at the gates of your consciousness, and their single unified mission is to protect the king, to protect your core assumption of lack. You spend your finite energy fighting these guards. You waste your precious I am consciousness wrestling with what they will think, or what if I get sick. You are fighting the symptoms, you are attacking the reflections, and all the while, the king, the cause, sits untouched on its throne, secure in the knowledge that its guards will exhaust you long before you ever reach the throne room. This is the great deception of the inner world. You are being manipulated by your own unexamined assumptions. Let's look at the first guardian, the fear of criticism. The moment you have a definite aim, a grand desire that challenges your current state, this ghost appears. You feel the impulse to act, to claim your abundance, to speak your truth. And then, the whisper. What will your family say? Your friends will think you're a fool. You will be judged. This is not just a fear of social opinion. No, it is the fear of poverty using criticism as its weapon. It knows that if you act boldly, you might fail publicly, and that public failure would confirm your state of poverty. To avoid the feeling of criticism, you abandon the action of wealth. You retreat. You stay small. You choose silence. You choose conformity. And just like that, the guardian has done its job. It has protected the king. The assumption of poverty remains unchallenged for another day. You have chosen comfort over consciousness. Now, the fear of ill health and the fear of the loss of love. These are the emotional guardians. The fear of ill health is the ultimate excuse for inaction. Wealth requires hard work, it whispers. It requires stress. You'll burn out. You'll destroy your body. It presents you with a false choice. Health or wealth. It is a lie. It is an assumption of limitation, making you hoard your divine energy instead of investing it in your own becoming. By choosing to play it safe to protect your health, you are, in reality, choosing to remain in the state of poverty. And the fear of the loss of love? This is the most tragic guard. If you change too much, you'll outgrow them. If you focus on your dream, your partner will leave you. It holds your heart hostage. It makes your abundance conditional. And so, to hold on to the current state of love, you sacrifice the future state of your own power. You have allowed the king, poverty, to bargain with you, using your noblest feelings as currency. And finally, the 2 time guardians, the fear of old age and the fear of death. These are the most profound, the most existential. The fear of old age is the ghost of "it's too late." It is the assumption that your power has a deadline. You missed your chance. You are too old to start that venture. This phantom drains your operant power right now by convincing you that your now is insufficient. It chains you to your past, to a story of missed opportunities. And by accepting this assumption, you guarantee that your future will be a perfect reflection of that past. And the fear of death? This is the final guard. It stands at the very edge of your imagination. It whispers, "Why bother?" In the end, it all turns to dust. It makes your grandest desires seem futile. It injects meaninglessness into your I amness. And in that state of existential paralysis, you do nothing. You build nothing. You claim nothing. The king is safe. The fear of poverty has won again, not by fighting you, but by convincing you that there is nothing worth fighting for. Do you see the mechanism? It is brilliant. It is a fortress of your own making. These 5 guardians are the how. They are the process by which the core assumption of poverty maintains its grip on your reality. You think you are a person struggling with anxiety, or indecision, or a lack of time. You are not. You are a divine consciousness, an infinite I am, that has been hypnotized by a committee of its own assumptions. You have been shadowboxing with these guardians your entire life, treating them as separate individual problems. But they are one. They are the arms of a single entity. They are the guardians protecting the one central state. You cannot defeat them one by one. You cannot outwit them. You cannot negotiate with them. To fight them is to make them real. To argue with them is to give them your power. But that's only the surface. Because there is a weapon. There is one force in the universe that these ghosts cannot defend against, one power that dissolves the king and his guardians instantly, and it is already within you. The ghosts are powerful, yes, the fortress is deep, but the weapon that destroys them is so simple, so total, that the mind in its complexity overlooks it. You have been trained to fight your demons, to struggle, to resist, but you cannot fight a shadow. You only make it dance. The only exorcism is to turn on the light. The ghosts of fear are nothing but crystallized indecision. They are the physical, emotional form of a mind at war with itself, a mind that has not chosen. The weapon, the light, the one and only operant power that dissolves these phantoms, is definite decision. Not hope, not a wish, not a someday I will, but a clear, calm, unshakable decision. It is the I am consciousness claiming its own territory. It is the sword that cuts the knot of ambiguity. And when it falls, the ghosts and their guardians vanish, because their entire existence was built on the foundation of your maybe. What is this definite decision? It is not a mental brute force. It is not an affirmation you repeat while feeling the lack. That is a lie. That is just feeding the ghosts. No, a true decision, in the mystical sense, is the act of selection. It is you, the I am, selecting a new state of consciousness and occupying it. It is the internal Amen. It is the click of the tumblers in the lock. It is the moment you stop asking for permission and simply assume the reality of your desire. You decide, I am wealthy. And in that moment, you stop all internal argument against it. You stop negotiating with the shadows. You have ass, and the feeling of that assumption is the key. You have moved into a new inner world. And these ghosts, they do not have a passport for this new world. They are banished, not by force, but by a simple change of vibrational address. Fear is crystallized indecision. Read those words. Feel them. This is the revelation. You do not have fear. You are in a state of indecision. The fear of poverty is just the name we give to the agonizing, paralyzing feeling of not having decided to be wealthy. The fear of criticism is the feeling of not having decided that your own inner voice is the only one that matters. The ghosts are the fog. A definite decision is the sun. It doesn't fight the fog. It simply burns it away by its very presence. The moment your consciousness is unified, the moment your inner world is settled on a single assumption, the phantoms die of starvation. They feed on your what if and your but how. A definite decision offers them no food. It is the ultimate I am, and before it, all I am nots must bow. This act of selection is the exorcism Napoleon Hill spoke of. He called it a definite chief aim, backed by burning desire. That burning desire is the feeling. Feeling is the key. The decision is the selection of the state. The feeling is the occupation of that state. You must feel what it is like to already be the person you have decided to be. What does your wealth feel like? Not the having of things. The feeling of freedom. The feeling of security. The feeling of being the operant power. You must saturate your imagination with this feeling. This is your only work. When you are possessed by this new feeling, you are possessed by a new God, and that God, your own I am, is jealous. It permits no other gods, no other ghosts. Before it, you do not need to fight the 6 ghosts one by one. You do not need to negotiate with the guardians. You only need to do one thing. You only need to make one definite decision. You decide who you are. You decide what you are. And you occupy that state. You claim it. You feel it. This is the only weapon. This is the great secret. It is the shift from I hope to I am. It is the end of the war. It is the beginning of your dominion. The ghosts are just symptoms of your old state. They are echoes from a reality you just left behind. But most people misunderstand this. They think the opposite of fear is courage. It is not. And that is the final transformative key. You have been taught a lie, a great spiritual lie. You've been told that the antidote to fear is courage, that you must feel the fear and do it anyway, that you must be brave, that you must summon willpower and charge headfirst into the battle against the shadows. But this is a trap. Courage is not the opposite of fear. Courage is just fear dressed up, fear in motion. Courage acknowledges the fear. Courage validates the ghosts. It says, yes, you are real, but I will fight you. And so, you remain in a state of conflict. You are still at war. And a consciousness at war cannot create. It can only struggle. This is the struggle you've known your whole life. It is exhausting, and it is unnecessary. The true opposite of fear, the force that doesn't fight the ghosts, but invalidates them, is decision. A calm, settled, final decision. Decision is a state of non-opposition. It is the ultimate alignment. Courage is a state of, I am afraid, but I will. Decision is a state of I am. Period. There is no argument. There is no battle. There is only the selection and assumption of a new reality. When you decide you are wealthy, there is nothing to be courageous about. The fear of poverty simply isn't relevant. It has no thing in your new inner world to attach to. It is an echo from a room you are no longer in. You don't need courage to be what you already are. You just need to select it. You just need to assume it. This is the operant power moving as you. It is the end of the fight. It is the beginning of being. The moment you make a definite decision, you have shifted states. You have changed your I amness. And in this new state, the ghosts of the old state simply cease to be. Look at your life. Where is the indecision? That is where your ghosts are feasting. Your career, your finances, your relationships. That I don't know, that maybe, that I should. That is the vibration of fear. You are afraid because you have not decided. You are holding two contradictory assumptions in your imagination at once. I want wealth, and I am not wealthy. This internal division is the definition of hell. It is the static that paralyzes you. The call to action, the only call to action, is not to do 1,000 things. It is to do one thing. It is to be one thing. It is to unify your inner world. It is to take your I am, your operant power, and place it firmly upon one assumption to the exclusion of all others. You must choose. You must select your reality. So do it. Now, not tomorrow. Not when you feel ready. You will never feel ready. Ready is the ghost of procrastination. You decide. You take one definite, unwavering decision about your wealth. Who are you? Are you the person who struggles, or are you the person who is abundant? Choose. Make the selection. Is it, I am wealthy? Is it, I am secure? Is it, I am the source of my own supply? Choose one. And now, feel it. Feel the relief. Feel the calm. Feel the finality of it. That feeling is the key. That feeling is the sound of the ghosts disappearing. That feeling is the sound of the door to your new reality swinging open. It is done. You have shifted. Your inner world has changed. And the outer world, the world of shadows, has no choice but to follow. This is the great exorcism. It is not loud. It is not violent. It is a quiet, internal click, a selection, an assumption. You are no longer the one who is haunted. You are the one who chooses. You are the operant power. You are the I am. You have taken your dominion. You have starved the ghosts, not by fighting them, beat by removing your attention from them. You have placed your attention on what you are. The war is over. The indecision has crystallized, not into fear, but into peace. And in that peace, your new reality is born. You have exercised the one true power. You have decided. You are no longer the one who is haunted. You are the I am. You are not banishing fear. You are dissolving it with decision. So, what one definite assumption are you taking right now? What new state have you just selected? Let me know in the comments what you have decided. Subscribe to this channel. Turn on notifications. Your new reality is just beginning. And if this woke something up in you, don't stop here. Click the next video, and let's go deeper.